Excuse my dishevelled appearance. I am currently on the way back from work. So yeah, forgive me. But where do I even fucking begin, honestly? Yeah, so being disabled or neurodivergent at work. The reality is that it is difficult, even with the Equality Act the way that it is, because the employer can pick and choose what they deem a reasonable adjustment. So it seems like in the end, if they don't give you any adjustments, they're not actually breaking the law if they have like a good enough argument as to whether your adjustment is reasonable or not. And that can be health and safety, usually cost, but currently my employer is citing health and safety as a reason why I can't have my reasonable adjustment, which is the only one that I asked for, which is listening to music on my headphones, which the teachers do in the staff room anyway. So I'm doing that in the prep room. And yeah, they're saying like, oh, it's a health and safety issue because like, what if there's a fire and you don't hear the fire alarm? Except I have heard the fire alarm every time that it's been on. So seems like bullshit to me. And it just strikes me as something like, oh, you can't leave your wheelchair there because someone might trip over it. Or, you know what I mean? Like, oh, well, you can't bring it in then in that case, if you've got to leave it there. You know what I mean? They're just trying to find reasons not to let you function properly, because they see it as you having an easier time than everyone else. When actually, it's just kind of bringing you up on the same level as everyone else. But that's not how they see it, because they assume that you're just like them and that you don't struggle the same, in the way that you do struggle. There's a bus. Yeah. So that's essentially what I'm pissed off about today. And there's this whole language of like, oh, we're here to support you, we want to support you in like any fucking way that we can. And it's just not true, because they're like, oh, we want to support you, how can we support you? And then you're like, well, you could do this, this and this. And then they're like, well, actually, that's just kind of the way that we do things, and you're just going to have to deal with that. Is that okay? And then you just have to give up. It's such bullshit. It really gets on my tits. And it's not even that the people are trying to be arseholes, it's just the way the system is. And also the fact that they don't have a perspective on disability or neurodivergence or whatever it is, that makes you different. And it's just really, really fucking shit. Oh, God. There's another topic I also want to rant about today, but I think I'll save that for another video. But yeah, that's basically all that I wanted to fucking say. Yeah, it's just absurd to me. Well, and also the fact that when I joined this employer, I had a phone call with this health company that's somehow related to them, and it wasn't really made clear to me exactly what that was about. They said it was going to be all confidential, except they did share it with the employer, and they said that I wouldn't need any reasonable adjustments, even though I thought I'd had that conversation with the manager and we'd agreed on the headphones thing. But no, Oc Health didn't even ask me about it, and they were just like, yep, medication is fine. But then there's also the problem of like, how are you supposed to necessarily know what you need before you start there? Like, especially with ADHD and autism, you don't know what you need. You know, that's kind of the whole problem. So it's just all a bit arse backwards. Like, it makes sense asking that to a person in a fucking wheelchair, and they can be like, well, I need ramps. But like, for anything other than that, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, does it? It's fucking stupid. Really stupid. But yeah, that's all my fucking sweaty ass wanted to bore you with today, so see you later.